Hey everyone, it's Alex, the real Mr. Robinson, and welcome to my first, so far only Let's Play of Star Wars Rogue Squadron. One of the best games of the Nintendo 64, and in my opinion, one of the best flight simulator games ever made. And boy, is that an unfortunate nickname for me to have when in relation to Star Wars. So anyway, unlike with Battlefront, I'm just going to do a little collection of some of my favorite missions in the game, because I got a lot more Star Wars games to cover, and this game's pretty hard. Out of all the Star Wars games I have, well, I mean, not counting the Super Star Wars trilogy, this is one of the hardest games that I have under the Star Wars name. So again, we're just going to do a couple of missions. We're going to start simple, the ambush of Mos Eisley.
Take an early morning run over Mos Eisley with Wedge Antilles, but keep your eyes open for any suspicious activity.
Now, I should probably address something. Wait, I should probably address something. In the Battlefront games, I made the mistake several times of calling the ATTE walker an AAT, and I never once caught myself doing it. So I want to say, I do address the, shut up, dude! I do address the problem in post-production, but, I do address, I had to get out of there just to keep that guy from talking. But anyway, I do address the problem in post-production, but I just felt like to tell you, yes, I was aware of the problem, and I apologize. But anyway, this is not Battlefront. This is Rogue Squadron. Man, look at those N64 graphics. And the cool thing about this Let's Play is that I'm actually playing this on a Nintendo 64. This is not an emulator. No, I'm playing this on a legitimate Nintendo 64 console. And, I don't know, it feels so authentic. But anyway, Rogue Squadron. The first time I ever played this game was, surprisingly, at a hotel. You know, hotels, I don't know if they still do this, but they would have game consoles there where you pay a certain amount of money to play an hour's worth of video games. And one of the hotels that I stayed at, it was this, I think it was in Palm Springs or Arizona. Anyway, they had a Nintendo 64. Both me and my brother got to play an hour. Nick, my brother, played Super Smash Brothers a lot. I was about to play Super Smash Brothers until I discovered a Star Wars game on there. It ended up being Rogue Squadron. So I picked it up, played it, and was invested in it. But I've always been more familiar with the GameCube titles, Rogue Leader and Rebel Strike. And not so much with Rogue Squadron. So I think it's an interesting way to discover this game through a hotel. And because none of my friends who had Nintendo 64s had this game. They had Star Wars Pod Racer, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, but not Rogue Squadron. Or the Battle of Naboo, which I don't have. So, yeah, we're here at Tatooine. And everyone's breaking off for some reason.
Good morning, Wedge. The rest of Rogue Squadron is still back at base, but I thought we could take an early morning run through Beggar's Canyon.
I gotta say, this is probably one of the better looking Nintendo 64 games out there. Especially in terms of, like, the sound effects. I mean, you can't screw up Star Wars sound effects.
Luke, I think we've got a problem. Is that my imagination, or are those Imperial probe droids dead ahead? They're attacking, no?
Ooh. So, what would probe droids want to... Like, I think this is kind of a weak intro, like, weak starting level. You're in an X-Wing shooting probe droids. Droids. Yeah. Don't you like, if you were starting out in a Star Wars flight simulator, wouldn't you want to start out shooting down TIE fighters? Alright, let's see. And now one of the things you could do in this game is you can adjust, like, the speed of your blasters. Like, see, here's rapid fire for the X-Wing. And then if I hit left on the C pad, it's like 2 apiece. And then if I hit it again, 4. There's some T-16 Skyhoppers. One thing you could do if you want to just be a giant asshole, you can destroy friendlies. See, there goes that. If you just want to be this huge dickhead. And that blew up. This is like actually a good tactic for this series, because in the Rogue Squadron games, in order to get like really good medals, your shot accuracy is measured. Like, you gotta be really precise when it comes to firing your blasters. And even if you're a little off, it might screw up your chances of getting the highest medal.
Mos Eisley is under attack. We need to assist.
Alright, that's more what I'm talking about. So, okay, and then the right C button is to boost. Whether it's to, yeah, boost. I mean, when you have your S-foils in, you're flying anyway. And down on the C is to fire your secondary weapons. Whoa. Where's... Okay. I actually tried to record one part of this before, and last time I got blown up by some TIE bombers. Or, no, I ran into a TIE bomber. But I guess that didn't happen this time around.
We did it! We saved Mos Eisley! Nice work, Rogue Squadron. We might make a name for ourselves after all.
Alright, so that's the first level of Rogue Squadron. And no new medal. Yeah, flight leader's my rank in this game. Okay, there's rendezvous on...
Escort valuable rebel supplies through dangerous Imperial territory over the humid lands of Barkesh.
Barkesh. Okay, that's what it is. Barkesh. This time I'm going to pick a different fighter. I'm going to show the V-Wing, which, to my knowledge, this is the only Star Wars game that has this fighter. Or, I'm sorry, speeder, because this fighter... This ship doesn't go in space, even though it's going out into space right now. And if you pick the V-Wing in the first level, it goes in space
Squadron.
also.
This is General Riken. One of our shuttles will rendezvous with a small convoy from local resistance on Barkesh, which must first travel through Imperial territory. They carry equipment and supplies vital to the rebellion. Your mission is to rendezvous with that convoy and escort it to the landing zone. Good luck.
So the thing with the V-Wing, it's like the Snow Speeder in the sense. I think it's a little better than the Snow Speeder.
We've already got trouble. Probe through it. Take your targets and go.
Because it's faster, and it has better weapons. I think. Like, one of the features, it has rapid fire mode.
Rapid fire mode engaged.
Which, if I can find some targets, I'll demonstrate. No, that's not a target. If there's a okay, there's some probe droids, no. But this thing does have cluster missiles, which is, in the entire series, that's the most dangerous weapon. Okay, there's an ATST. I can demonstrate rapid fire mode.
All right, Rogue Group. The supply vehicles have begun moving. Their escort will follow shortly.
So that's
The
rapid
forward
fire
craft are the
mode.
combat vehicles. Stick with the 5 transports.
So that's rapid fire mode. But the big downside, if you hold it for too long,
Cannon 1. Burnout on Cannon 2. Hold on, my blasters are still cooling.
you have to wait until your blasters cool down. So basically it overheats, much like the weapons in Battlefront. Like when you're piloting a fighter in Battlefront, your weapons overheat. That applies for the V-Wing and its rapid fire mode. But yeah, this is a pretty easy level again. More exciting because you're actually fighting stuff like really heavy-duty Imperial stuff. Yeah, like ATSTs, which I love how, like in Return of the Jedi, when they're destroyed, they stand upright. See, look, they don't fall over like they do in some of the other games, like in Battlefront
Rogue
or...
Squadron, where's our cover?
That convoy's not gonna last much longer. Hit your booster.
Whoa, how bad is it? Oh shit, they're TIE bombers. See, that's a big disadvantage, that you could go around the area and wipe out any Imperials, but you risk like other Imperials coming in and destroying your transports. Oh, and also the V-Wing, as I showed when I was trying to get back to the transports, it has like a booster similar to the A-Wing in this series. So it's like, it doesn't have, it's like the A-Wing in the sense that its shields are for shit, but the only way you're gonna like defend yourself from enemy attack is just flying fast. Plus, it's also like, anytime when there's just a relaxing moment, like now, it's always fun to hit the booster just to hear the engine sounds of the X-Wing. Love that sound. Yeah, there's, like, if you're... Yeah, it's pretty boring right now. Just 4 X-Wings and a V-Wing circling the area. Oh, wait. There's some TIE bombers. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they're gone. Oh, yeah, the V-Wing hugs the ground like the Snowspeeder. Whoa! Although I did take some damage there. So I guess the Snowspeeder is better at hugging the ground than the V-Wing is. I'm always surprised that they never decide to bring the V-Wing back for other games. Especially in the versus mode of Rebel Strike. Because Rebel Strike is the only game in the series that has 2-player. Yep, it's just pretty boring here. Although, nope, there's something coming in. Took out that TIE. Oh, I gotta say something that I hate about this game. How it deals with lives is really stupid. Like, okay, say I were to die, but I die once, but I complete the mission. You don't get another life. Your life count doesn't restart with the next level.
The shuttle is clear. She'll pick up the rest of this cargo. The Rebel Alliance will appreciate those supplies, especially after we lost Yavin Base.
Anyway, your life count does not reset when you start a new level or when you complete a mission. Instead, it stays like you lose 2 lives, you still have 2 lives for the next level, and the only way you get new lives is if you lose all your lives. So there were a couple times where I played this game, like I did a mission where I lost 2 lives, then I went back, then I beat the mission, and then did the next one, and then I was so dumbfounded when I lost a life in that mission and it said game over. I'm like, are you serious? That's not fair. Okay, so we're basically doing all the levels, but I mean, I want to try to give every ship a chance to shine.
Ties and coming in fast.
Whoa!
Throttle up, Rogue. We have to keep searching for the Nona. Right with you, Bob. Stay low. I'm hit! I'm hit! Rear shield's down! So I'm hit. Ah! Maintain visual scanning. I'm clear. Put my fighters down. Shields are a little weak.
Yeah, I think these are better, like, in terms of flight simulators in the Star Wars universe, these are much better than the, these are much better than, any of the Battlefront games. Even though the controls for those are good, I mean, it's still better than any of the Battlefront games. Oh, there's no booster for the A-Wing this time around. Was that a submarine? Oh no, that's a friend. I mean, these are better than Battlefront because these are built to be flight simulators. And I'm probably gonna make some controversial statement. I actually never played Star Wars TIE Fighter. Okay, I never played Star Wars X-Wing or Star Wars TIE Fighter, which I heard those are one of the best Star Wars games out there.
Okay, Rogues, let's keep the crew out of danger until our shuttle can pick them up.
Okay, here's something really confusing about this game. You saw at the end of the last level, an Imperial shuttle came down, but that was ours. Now look at this. There's an Imperial shuttle that's ours, picking up some stuff, some crew members from that down ship. Now look what's deploying all these Imperials. A loader shuttle, which is pretty much identical. So there are points in this level where, like, the rebels have... There are points in this game where the rebels have Imperial craft. And because friendly fire is a thing, you could easily screw it up. Like, there's a level where you have to defend a fleet of ATPT, or a squad of ATPTs, which are like walkers that never appeared in any of the movies. All-terrain, I think it's all-terrain personal transports. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's what they're called. So anyway, the first time I ever played that level, I instinctively thought to shoot down the ATPTs, especially since my main exposure to this series, since I mainly played the, the sequels, and so I shot down the ATPTs. I'm like, okay, those were easy. See these things. And then Luke says, abort the mission, the ATPTs have been destroyed. I'm like, so I wasn't supposed to destroy them. Whoa, more fighters incoming. Can I destroy this loader shuttle? I guess not, but there are more bombers there. Okay, our shuttle's getting away. Okay. Come on, give me some Imperials to shoot. Oh, there's some coming from behind. Oh! Oh, that's another thing. It takes forever for you to, like, you won't die, you won't blow up until you hit the ground. Although, I did get a recharge of, what's it called, missiles. So that's good, at least. And I'm far behind. Are my wings mates still around? Yes, they are. Alright, the shuttle looks like it's out of here. Yep.
The shuttle is away. Rogue Leader, get your squadron out of there.
Alright, let's see what my results are. I don't think that's a new medal. Nope, no new medal awarded. Oh, one enemy shy of getting gold, huh? If I had just shot one more TIE fighter, could have gotten gold. Alright, so we are going to do...
The cowardly Imperial governor is looting the city, using his luxury yachts to transport stolen goods. Help the citizens of Gerard 5 keep their rightful treasures and stop the Empire in its tracks.
Okay, let's do,
The deep canyons of Kyle 2 hide the Imperial enclave.
Alright, this is a pretty confusing level. I'm gonna... Oh, Escape from Fest. This is the level I was talking about.
During the Talaran operation, a team of rebel commandos stole several ATPTs from an Imperial base on Fest. Unfortunately, their escape did not proceed as well as they expected.
So that's the level that's really confusing. Let's do this, huh?
Moff Searden has chosen to hold Chandrila hostage in an attempt to make the rebellion pay for its raid on Fest. You must help the innocent people of Chandrila protect the supply train and stop the Empire.
I can do this. We're about 23 minutes in, so we have like 7 minutes left.
Commander, the train is under attack. I copy. More fighters inbound on 17.28. Watch for enemy fighters.
Yeah, the sequels are so much better and easier to play, in my opinion.
Maintain visual scanning. I'm hit! Rear shield down! I've got a problem here! Inbound fighters at 10:13.
Jeez, they keep coming. To quote Return of the Jedi, there's too many of them. Wait, there's a... These TIE bombers are something you really need to look out for. Ow. Well, at least I destroyed it.
The hover train looks real bad, Luke. I copy.
Jesus. Here's an example. Like, this game really is an example of how hard it can be. And that interceptor has the shadow of a TIE. That TIE interceptor just had the shadow of a regular TIE fighter. Are we almost there? shit.
Rebel scum, this is Mark Squadron. Your resistance is useless. As you can see, I have blockaded the city, and Chandrilla is now mine. You will surrender, or I will shoot you all down.
Wait, what's that word you said? Surrender? I don't think I've heard of it. At least the train's here safely.
Hang on back there.
Protect the evacuation shuttles.
I don't understand. Okay, that shuttle is not gonna last long, I have a feeling. Ow! I was barely touching that. I wasn't even close. See, look at that! Or, I mean, I was looking at the replay, since when I look at my computer to see the recording process, it's delayed by a few seconds. At least I... Well, at least I got an upgrade on torpedoes. Yep, we lost one shuttle. Damn it. Alright. At least all the walkers are down, even if it cost me a torpedo per walker. Now we just wait. Oh, nope. Thank you. Something to do. So your wingmates, I don't know, your wingmates, I don't know if I'd say that.
Commander, we have TIE bombers and TIE interceptors on scanner.
I see them. But one of the big things that the sequels did is they allowed an option for you to tell your wingmates what to do. Like, you're given usually in the missions for the sequels, you're given two wingmates. And you can tell them to, like, either stay in attack formation, attack TIE fighters, attack another target, or if you want to just really be egotistic, tell them to flee and leave the battle. Oh, there we go.
Luke, I've lost my stabilizer. Have your archer unit lock it down, Kason. Kason Moore? Ah, of course. Moff Theoden. How pathetic. Allying yourself with those rebel criminals Rogue Squadron. You and your so-called rogues helped in the absconding of my APCTs and the plundering of my research facility. My retaliation shall be swift and just. There is nothing just about your actions. Do you no longer harbor any loyalty to our Emperor? Defecting to the rebel terrorists shall be your undoing, Kason. Unfortunate to lose such a fine officer, but the weak will die off to make room for the strong. It is the way of the universe. Farewell, little rodent. There you are, you coward.
Alright, I'm not doing a full Let's Play, so we don't need to play it. But anyway, it's easy to tell when you've beaten a mission because it always does that swipe. That wipe, like you're on Tinder or something. Anywho, we're out of time. So that's been just a free play of Rogue Squadron. But you know what? Before we go, actually, there is a little bonus that that I want to do. That's kind of cool. Basically, you can, even though this is a flight simulator, you can pilot an ATST. Yeah? I just have to pull up the cheat code on my iPad. Basically, if you enter in a cheat code, you can pilot an ATST, feature that would be official in Rebel Strike. So anyway, let me see. Okay, secret level. Enter the password, which is chicken, and that's appropriate because the nickname for the, like, I remember I used to call the ATSTs this a lot. Maybe other people do, but I would always call, before I knew their actual name, I would call them chicken walkers. And that is not how you spell chicken. No! God damn it. Okay. Yeah, that is not how you spell chicken. Okay. I love the Rogue Squadron theme. No, I almost did the same mistake. There we go. Okay, that did it. And, yeah. Basically, your blasters aim automatically, and you can only look up or you can only look down for some reason. And use the joystick to move forward. The controls are a lot better. They fixed the controls, I think, for Rebel Strike. But there's no health bar. It's just these probe droids. If I could look up. Oh, you could zoom out. Yeah, you can't. If I could shoot these probe droids, that would be awesome. Oh, there we go. I use the A button to move my head around. Is that it? Oh, well, at least I'm listening to a Nintendo 64 rendition of the Imperial March. Anyway, that's been, I don't know how long this is going to go for, but this has been Rogue Squadron. This is just a free play. One day I'll get to playing the game from beginning to end. But next week we're going to take a look at its sequel, Rogue Leader, which I could safely say I'm an expert in that game. So, until then, leave a comment and tell me what you thought of this Let's Play, what you think of the game. Like, subscribe, share them with your friends. Don't forget to check out my official website, therealmrrobinson.com. Oh, they're fleeing! I think those are rebels, actually. Come back here. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, and Periscope. This is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one, and no, you're not getting on that shuttle. Damn it! Oh well, see you guys next time.